that unceasing devotion to your selfless self. Nothing is more important than this. My job is not more important than this. My family is not more important than nothing. How? Because there is nothing except that selfless self that I'm trying to invite the attention of, so that it releases the stranglehold on thinking that it needs this body to perpetuate its own existence. It will be rationalized that this life is competition, but that's assuming that I am different or separate. Someone that feels that way will say, then why don't you give away everything? They will deny the possibility of really being free of self. But it is a kind of like two worlds, the dependent and the free. I guess it's the attachment involved. See, attachments will fall away automatically. When you remain with your selfless self, there isn't somebody being formed that can attach to anything, because you're not a thing. Form, like Maharaj says, sky doesn't desire anything, nor does it have trouble with clouds or hurricanes or tornadoes or any kind of thing that might come across it. You remain formlessly with yourself. There's nothing that's needed. Don't try to detach, because if there's a trying to detach, then an I am somebody else forms that is trying to detach from something. But if you remain with yourself through mantra, remain formless, and when something arises, boom, mantra, remaining with your own selfless self, inviting the attention of the invisible listener, attachments fall away because there's nothing there to attach to. You know, that formless nothing, only sticky concepts can hold on to the body. Whatever thing I'm holding about myself body-wise, I, the selfless self, will bring a thought in to bother that for body, to release that idea that I'm still holding about this body. Everything is just a two-way communication with my selfless self, always. And attachment and detachment and the idea of world, in order to have a world, I have to have a body in that world. I can use this body, but this body is the neighbor's child. So there's no attachment to this body, because I know I'm not this body. Through mantra and through the meditation, I get to know myself in a real sense, a formlessness, the sense of presence that can be felt through body form. I know myself in a real sense, so this body is just this body. It's an instrument. There's nothing that it needs. Like Maharaj says, all needs, all requirements came along with the body. And technically speaking, this body, and Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj says this all the time, in the womb, you were perfectly being taken care of. You were being fed. All the body was being created. The blood vessels and all this stuff were doing exactly what they needed to do. It was only when you came outside to the, quote, world that you thought that somehow, some way, you needed to take care of yourself some way. But the one that took care of you in the womb is still taking care of you now. The only thing that separates you is the thoughts and ideas you're holding about yourself, I am somebody else, rather than seeing that all these things are coming in your experience so that you'll release these ideas and beliefs. You're believing that you need to hold on to them out of fear that you need to be taking care of yourself.